Hey guys, so welcome to another crypto analysis. Today is Friday, okay? Welcome to the second day of June. So I'm gonna get straight into it now. Going back to where we were, look at how much the price has dropped now. So I am gutted. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. All right, it's been a crazy week. All right, but hopefully the results will be good by the time we get to Friday on the FX side of things. But just as I've shown you guys, I just wanted to see, what is going on here. So you can see right now, as I told you guys, the reoptimization of this demand zone, we had the price pull short, and we've had a return back on the other side here into the supply zone and into the other side here, and we've had a very strong short. Now I'm so gutted because I had an entry, I told you guys, at 2636245, so right in the wicks. And I closed it just because of a bit of shaky volatility, and I'm so upset with myself because right now the profit I would have had would have been close to £300 profit already. And I'm just so upset with myself that I let myself get into a place where I try to get too involved in the price. And this is why sometimes I like to just close my P&L tab completely and just follow the price based on what it was. Now, here it would have been 240. Now I'm hoping that we get some sort of reversal and the price gives us a chance to get in, but for what I can see here, the price has really done some heavy shorting already, and it doesn't look like it's coming back, and it's so upsetting. All right, so now we're gonna have to find an entry somewhere within here. Now, if you took this with me, guys, on YouTube, if you've been following, then you should be in some good profit. All right, the price is still accumulating here on the H4. All right, and it's right on this algorithmic level I'm looking at right now. And I'm hoping to see some sort of push upwards maybe in the price that might give an entry or maybe a break beneath and a return. So maybe something like this. So hopefully if we get something along the lines of this, then I'll be looking to, go for a short. But for now, ideally, I want to be pushing forward for a short more than a long. All right, I'm hoping that the price gives some chance, but it seems to have held on this algorithmic area right here and is bouncing on top of this one. So this is the kind of range of 32,630 to 33,623. Okay, so just around about a thousand pip range. So I'm hoping to see what happens here, and let's see what the price does. Now my phone's popping off like crazy. All right, we've got NFPs today, so everybody's ready and excited to go. So now we've got Bitcoin out of the way. What can happen? I think on the H4, I think one of the things to do, guys, as my advice to you, if you're trading on Bitcoin, especially if you haven't got technical analysis skills to a higher degree of accuracy, then I think you'll be wise to stay on higher time frame price structure. So for example, the H4s and the D1. Now, again, here's the other H4 area I was looking at. We've had the break beneath, and I believe the price has returned. This was really what my entry was. Now, aside from that, guys, the only reason why I wasn't in this Bitcoin trade too, by the way, is because I'm trading with Hugo's Way, and Hugo's Way's price feed comes from Bittrex. Now, Bittrex, which is a very large cryptocurrency exchange, the issue that was there also is that they were under development and under repairs on the 30th of June and on the 1st. So during those periods of time, the price feed was not on. So I actually couldn't trade this at all, sadly. So because I couldn't trade, I couldn't actually have the opportunity to get into this entry right here to take the short, which also pains me very as well. But I did have the opportunity. If I just left my position open and just left it to be as it was, then we wouldn't have been having this conversation right now. So I'm very upset with myself, and watching to see how the price is going to move forward. Now, there is still great opportunity because I believe the price is going to do quite a few things on the short side from BTC and others. So I'm watching carefully to see how the price honors the price action analysis that we are looking for. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to run through, because it's a Friday, let's run through all of the crypto pairs that are here. All right, so we have Dash Coin. Let's have a look at Dash. Now, Bitcoin, of course, is the marker. Now, with Dash, I wouldn't be trading this only because the price has done almost. Now, if I move myself out of the way, the highest point we got to on Dash Coin was $476. Now, this isn't the all-time high. The actual all-time high on Dash is all the way back up at 1,566. And trust me, there are people who bought at that high point. Currently, all Dashcoin has done from a monthly time frame is that it's entered into this large monthly supply area, which was created back in January 2008. And we've had some price action here that's pushed the price short. So from here, it only looks like Dashcoin could go further short. But because it's done such a massive drop already, to get your foot into here wouldn't be the best one because, I mean, there's better opportunities. Okay. Now, similar to the rest of the market, Dashcoin looks like it's ready for a short. And if I go down to the H4, this price structure looks very similar to other pairs. All right. If I was to give a suggestion as to Dashcoin short, I'll just look at this area right here. This is an area of important supply. The price used it for the last phase of shorts in June, and then for the long above this area. So now it looks like the price is breaking back below. So if it breaks back below strong enough, then we should be looking for our sell back down to this area right here. And then the price from there, I expect Dashcoin to get into double digits. You know, the next main target for me, if I was looking at Dashcoin, would be right around about here. Beneath these lows, I'm expecting it to go for the low of January, just beneath this double bottom right here, just under $80. So $78 is my next target for Dash. Okay, providing the price does what it needs to do. All right, let's go to the next. Let's see what else we have here. So if I'm going in alphabetical order, the next pair is Doge. Now, Doge, my eyes are on it very, very strongly. I think Doge presents one of the best opportunities. And the reason for this is not because the best way I can describe it, as I told my students last night, the bullish run that we saw on Dogecoin did not come from fundamental value or from value being added to the cryptocurrency. Dogecoin hasn't changed much since its inception. It's still a proof of work consensus model blockchain. Okay, it still has, to be honest, the same economics, tokenomics. There hasn't been much changes to Dogecoin whatsoever. So the bullish run we saw here in April, really all of this came from the hype and from Elon Musk's tweets. Now, because the gravity of this movement is so strong, and it came from excitement and from human psychology, and I'm sure whales also helped to pump this as well. Okay, as high as it's pumped, I believe as flat as it's going to fall. I do believe that the next target for Dogecoin is quite far down at 7 cents, and I do believe Doge can even get beneath 1 cent. And I say that only because, okay, right now Elon Musk apparently is saying he wants to invest it, or he's invested in Dogecoin, and he's going to be providing value to it. But Dogecoin is miles behind many cryptocurrencies, and I think it will take it a very long time to actually catch up. Even just for it to, for now, Dogecoin is linked to Litecoin. When you mine Litecoin, the consensus algorithm has been created in a way where whilst you mine Litecoin, you can also mine Dogecoin. So it is energy efficient and etc. However, aside from that, Litecoin and Dogecoin are both proof of work consensus mechanisms, which are, in terms of crypto, are the old school way of doing things. The newer consensus mechanisms that we have are proof of stake and different types of ones that are a lot more efficient, a lot more energy friendly, and etc. So, I mean, for me personally, this movement going long with Dogecoin, all of the price action of this bullish run, even back down to last year, okay, all of this bullish action to me just is simply from hype. And you know what? If something gets hyped, it gets pumped. And when the hype dies and people are not interested anymore, it dumps. Now, at the moment, right now, the hype is not as high on Dogecoin as it was before. Now, I did say something, and I'll show you guys on CoinMarketCap for you to understand my view on this. What I will do, I will load up CoinMarketCap for you to see my understanding here. Okay. Now, I'm going to go through the technicals, and then I'll go through the reason why this Dogecoin is my major play right now for a short. All right. So in the meantime, anyway, Dogecoin, where are we? Same place again. We have this very important demand zone right here on the daily time frame. And if I was to actually use the weekly time frame, now sadly the price feed has not completely corrected itself, so we can't see the weekly here. But there's a weekly zone very similar to the daily one. But anyway, if I go to where we are, on this daily time frame, the price has broken beneath this area quite strongly from June 21st. I think June 21st was an important day for everybody. The price has spiked to a low of 16 cents and bought back up to 27 cents. So it had quite a big recovery here. Okay. Now the price has entered into here, and we've had the price action we need from these candlesticks here, all across here, for us to be able to get the price action we're looking for. Now, Dogecoin hasn't moved so fast just yet, and so I'm expecting the price to give us some short action. So if I stay on the H4 right here, now with Dogecoin, I don't mind not getting in at the top, but I do mind not getting in. Okay, I don't really mind not getting in at the top, but I do mind if I don't get in whatsoever. Okay, I believe that because what was the major driving force for Dogecoin, guys, was not I would say the growth and development of the blockchain itself, but rather hype. It doesn't have any backing on it. Okay, it doesn't have any strength to hold the price. It doesn't have any strength from investors, because when the price is falling, guys, it means that there's huge selling pressure. All right. Now, if you're in a project and you believe in the project and you're not going to sell, the people who are hodling or holding onto the coin, okay, depending on how much liquidity is in that market, will be supporting the price from dropping any further, because they're not going to sell just because the price is dropping. All right. There will be some people who are emotional and can't see the long-term goal and will sell, but those who are in it for the long run, their liquidity in the market will act as a resistance against the price selling any further. Okay. And this is why certain cryptocurrencies who have experienced a crash have not seen such a large crash in terms of their price point compared to others. So on that note, if I go to Ethereum to show you an example, now Ethereum has we all know that Ethereum is a fantastic project. Okay. It's the first of its kind to be the first level 1 or layer 1 architecture, which allows for you to have technology, or you can build on top of the blockchain to create different apps and different great services. Now, when this financial crash happened, and if I give you the difference between, let's say, Doge. Okay, so let's go from Doge and let's look at Ethereum. So if I go to Doge, the all-time high for Doge, according to my charts, and this price feed comes from Bittrex, is 74 cents. Okay, the price dropped from 74 cents to 16 cents. So if we do some maths here, all right, for you to see this, 0.74 cents. All right, we'll do it this way. I'll do just 16 cents. So let's just call it 16 cents divided by 0.74. Okay. We're going to times that by 100 to get a percentage, and then we're going to take it away from 100%. Now, if I do this calculation, okay, let me grab the calculator for us to do this. All right. So why am I calculating this? I want you guys to see how much percentage drop has happened from basically the all-time high on all of the coins, because we want to make a comparison. If you want to see how much interest is in, and now we know Ethereum has been around for a very long time, but Dogecoin is also a coin that's been around for a very long time also. Okay, so we can't negate the fact, but rather what I'm looking at here is just a comparison of how much the price has dropped by. Okay, all right. So I'm going to do the maths on my phone instead to make things easier. So I do the maths on my phone. So 0.16 divided by 0.74 equals to times 100 equals to 21.6%. So if you guys are seeing this, is in reverse. All right, 21.6%. All right. So 21.6% minus 100%, okay, equals to 78%. So we had a 78% loss in price from the all-time high, the ATH, okay, all-time high ATH. All right. And this is in the same period of time, okay, from the beginning of May, right? Okay, if I go now to Ethereum, okay, what is Ethereum's all-time high? Ethereum's all-time high is $4,359, okay? And the lowest point is reached so far is $1,705, according to my charts. So if we do the maths over here, $4,000, all right, put this here, 4,000 $359, I believe. That's what we have. And the lower point, let's go for that. So divide that. And we have $1,805. All right. And we're going to times that by 100 and then take away 100%. And this is going to tell us how much value was lost in percentage from the all-time high. Now, just to clarify, let me just make sure. So we got 4.3. Okay, so let's just call this 70 then. All right, and just to double check the bottom as well. So the lowest point we have right here. Okay, so 1700 on the dot. Okay, so a bit lower. I just wanted to make sure we have this right. Okay, now again, the price might be slightly different on your price feed, remember, because different exchanges have different prices. So let's do this 1,700 divided by 4,370. Okay, take away 100%. Oh, sorry. So zero. So we'll do that again. I was supposed to times by 100% first. All right. So 4,370. All right. Take away. All right. Times 100. Take away 100. All right. So here we go. If you can see that, guys. So minus 61%. All right. So we've saw Ethereum drop from its all-time high by 61%. All right. From ATH. All right. So in essence, if we do a quick comparison, we don't even have to really write this on the screen. But we've seen a drop from we've seen a drop of 78% compared to Ethereum in the same market. Now that extra 17% is a lot of money. Now, why is that so? Because Ethereum, the price action that we see and the stability in price and the movement of price we see, yes, there is exponential parts to it, but it's quite stable. And this is because over time, the project is growing in value, and so investors are adding to the value. So when the price is selling off like that, there's two aspects to it. Number one, the people who are holding for long term, their liquidity, especially institutional level money, which is the largest amount, will be supporting the price from dropping too far below. Okay. Number two, people who believe in the project, I will be buying up at buying the dips, as we would say, in the lower prices that will keep the price staying, level. Okay. With Dogecoin, we don't really see that. The price is kind of having a free fall. We don't really see that much buying up going on apart from speculative buying. Okay. And if you look at Dogecoin, it's not one of those projects where it had a slow growth over time, which means that the trigger to this point is either some breaking news or positive growth and development, or this is hype. Okay. Like many other cryptocurrencies are. If you look at Ethereum's price action over the daily, you can see there's a lot more of a gradual movement. Okay, and then when we even get to the same period of time in April, the price action does move quite strongly long, but the angle is not so steep. Okay, so this is why, again, when it comes to Dogecoin, I'm more heavy on the short, because I do believe that the next short that's coming, looking at what Bitcoin is doing, I think that Dogecoin will really lose almost all of the value that is gained from the hype. Okay, and so this is why I have targets even down to 5 cents and even below 1 cent. Okay, for this token, because there isn't any value in my eyes to it. Okay, now if I open up CoinMarketCap, you're going to understand me a bit more. All right, as to why I'm saying what I'm saying. So if I open up CoinMarketCap right now, we're going to switch the screen. Now, this is an analysis that I want you guys to consider when you're ever looking at cryptocurrency size. If you see me looking to the right, it's because I'm looking at the charts at the same time. So let me share my screen. All right. All right. So here we are, guys. Here's CoinMarketCap. And it's a very, very simple analysis, nothing too crazy or complex. All right. So what are we looking at when we're looking at the cryptocurrency market here? All right. Now, if you can see this now, I mean, tokens will still be loading, but we only need this first upper area anyway, and we'll be back to the charts. Okay. So there's no worries at all. Now, if I do this here, we have Bitcoin. Okay. Now, Bitcoin, what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a digital asset. Okay. A store of value, something that you can put your wealth into, and it'll protect you from currency devaluation and the broken cash system we're in. Now, I could say a lot on that, but that's not the lesson for today. Ethereum, which we know about, the first ever smart blockchain where smart contracts can be developed on. So developers can actually build projects on top of it and utilize the Ethereum blockchain. USDT, the third largest because it's the first ever stable coin, a stable coin being able to stabilize your money within to keep it stable from the price volatility changes. Okay, so it's algorithmically controlled to keep this at $1, and for every real dollar in the world, USDT is supposed to represent one. Okay, now Binance Coin is a layer one blockchain that is used for many different purposes. And then we have Cardano, same thing, a layer one blockchain who currently he's made a deal in Africa, okay, to bring Cardano's blockchain there for growth, development, agriculture, and all of the things that you could ever wonder, to yourself, what, or not to ever wonder, that's not the right term. I would say in the sense of all the things that you would think that Africa would need in terms of infrastructure for the next 50, 100 years of its future. He's aiming to provide that using blockchain technology. Now, I'm going to skip Dogecoin for a moment and I'm going to go to XRP. Now, XRP, the design and the vision of XRP from Chris Larsen, who created it, is to create a layer one blockchain, a distributed ledger, which will replace the current system of faster payments, okay, providing a faster, cheaper, and decentralized alternative to, online kind of banking transactions. Okay, now in between these two projects, okay, if we look at the market cap and the volume, we have Dogecoin. Now, what is Dogecoin? Dogecoin, okay, is a meme coin which started as a meme, okay, based on this dog right here. And I forgot the breed of the dog. If anybody remembers, somebody tell me. But Dogecoin is also a layer one blockchain, and it was designed to be used to tip people for different things. And you can tip them in Doge. You can pay for coffee and things in Doge. Okay. Now, these two projects, Cardano, which is trying to achieve, groundbreaking results in all over the world, especially in Africa and things like that. And then XRP, whose aim is to, change how online banking and financial transactions take place in the community. And then in between fifth and seventh place, at sixth place, we have Dogecoin, which has none of these visions in mind. It was a meme coin. So as you can see that this, to me, Dogecoin is misplaced. And the reason why it's got so high is that we're in a small market right now, but also because we're in a smaller market, the whole world is not in this crypto space just yet for adoption. I think that Dogecoin has been allowed because of memes and the hype of, I would say, younger generations, especially on TikTok, and that has caused this coin to get way too high in terms of its value. These top 10 cryptocurrencies here, I mean, Binance US at the moment is quite high, but I would say these top 20 cryptocurrencies all the way down to things like Uniswap, Polygon, Chainlink, Solana, projects which these projects are already doing life-changing things. For example, Chainlink is responsible, or is the main blockchain go-to cryptocurrency chain that you can use to bring real world information onto the blockchain, which is massively important for developers, especially, okay, to be able to create real world solutions using blockchain. Okay, Polygon, which is also another amazing project that is a layer 2 architecture chain, which is built on top of Ethereum and can work on top of Ethereum, and they're aiming to go for other chains. Okay, who recently even got a partnership with Google. Okay, so you can see that these cryptocurrencies are smaller in market cap and in volume than Dogecoin, which lets you know that this Dogecoin, in terms of its value, is very, very far below all of these other cryptocurrencies. So to me personally, I would say that I'm expecting Doge to fall mightily when the next drop happens, because as the market starts to, as money starts to leave the market because of the next movement that's going to happen, investors are going to have to think about which cryptocurrencies have, intrinsic value, which cryptocurrencies are going to be here for the long run. And there isn't any long run potential for Dogecoin at the moment. It's very, very high up. Is almost unbelievable that something like Uniswap, which is the go-to uh, decentralized exchange to exchange any ERC20 token to another is lower in terms of market cap than something like Dogecoin. Dogecoin has right now a market cap of 31 billion. Uniswap is at just underneath 10 billion. All right. So it's like almost 4 times less market cap than Dogecoin. And Uniswap does a million times more than Dogecoin for the community. Okay. So this is why I'm saying to you that my major play as a trade, which should be yours, would be to be trading Dogecoin short, because I believe when the short comes, I think it's going to be probably one of the biggest drops compared to all of the rest. Okay. So I'll be watching Dogecoin here. I've switched back to the charts now just to end this off. Okay. I'm going to the H4. I'm going to be waiting to see what happens. Now, I believe the price is going to come above these highs. I'm looking for an entry to end this off. If the price pulls back here to 26 cents as my first entry for a short, my second idea for an entry on Dogecoin would be at this area here into this supply zone here. So these are the two entries I have in mind. And I would say this to you that if you haven't got Hugo's Way and you need a Hugo's Way account, follow the link below. It doesn't hurt if you follow the link before. We have an affiliate partnership with them, and it will go towards helping to build a better relationship with them and to provide better services to more people, because we can have more of a say to help more people. As we know that not every broker, hardly any broker has their customers in mind to help them, but rather to take money from them. So it would really go a long way if you did follow our link on Hugo's Way to get yourself signed up if you wanted to trade this and start today. All right. Minimum deposit is, I think, $50. Okay. And yeah, or £50 or whichever currency is available. So here, guys, my first entry to finish this off would be at 26.5 cents. Second entry, if the price pulls a bit higher, is just under 27 cents or 27 maximum. If we get these entries, guys, I'm looking for a major short. Okay, moving forward. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll catch you guys later. I'll see you in the next live session. Have a great weekend. If you're in the UK, at least, I guess so. Anyway, have a great weekend, guys, and either way, and everybody take care.